Hi guys, this is lesson number 4 of our story, Arturo's Baton. We will finish our story today and we will see what happens. Does Arturo find his baton? Did it stay, was it completely misplaced and he never found it? So we're going to see what happens today in the last part of our story. So we've got 2 questions to finish. We've got to find our third thing that we learned about Arturo. Okay, so we've got one more thing up here to complete. And then our last question, what does Arturo learn about himself? So we'll get those 2 things finished today. We'll conclude our story and then look forward to lesson number 5. Okay, so let's do a quick picture walk through the back part of our story. We're going to take a look at the previous 2 pages from yesterday. He had a very successful concert. He was headed home. There's his maid. There's his valet. Let's see who else greets him today. Now take a look. Here comes his dog, and his dog's name is Toscani. Remember I showed you my dog yesterday. I have a red wiener dog. I'm kind of partial to them. Look what's in his mouth. Here we go. So let's see what happens. Maybe Toscani took his baton and hid it somewhere. My wiener dog takes things all the time and hides them. And check this out. So we'll see what they're doing right here. So let's go back and let's take on page 31 the word anymore. It's going to be a key vocabulary word for us as we finish our story. And on page 32, we need to talk about what World Tour is. World Tour shows up again. It was at the beginning of our story, so here it comes again at the end. Okay, so let's go back. This is where we left off yesterday. Take a look at the pictures. And let's see what happens today. There stood Toscani with Arturo's baton in his mouth. Thanks, Toscani, said Arturo, but I will not be needing it anymore. It's yours to keep. So he doesn't need his baton anymore. Remember, way back here, he was getting cranky. Here he's cranky when the baton was lost. They went to the music store. He tried to find another one. He was cranky. He didn't like them. He got mad and left. Remember, he tried to conduct the orchestra with his hands. So now, in today's part of the story, thanks, Toscani, said Arturo, but I will not be needing it anymore. It's yours to keep. That was my dog, and she had something in her mouth. She'd go hide it somewhere, like on the sofa cushions, in her bed, under the covers. She hides things. And they flew off on the world tour. So Toscani's got the wand, or his baton. Arturo's, he's got him on a leash. Here comes Felix, and they are going off on a world tour. So, let's think of something else we learned about Arturo. We're going to come right here on number 3. How about we use this one? Something else you learned about Arturo. This statement right here in the story, I am a great conductor. I think we use that one. I think we're going to say Arturo is a great blank. I'm going to give you a blank line. You're going to fill that in on page 28. Okay. Alrighty. And then down at the bottom, what does Arturo learn about himself? What did he learn about himself? Go back to page 28 again. Bravo, maestro, said Felix. The orchestra never sounded better. You're right. Arturo whispered to Felix, "I am a great conductor." So we're going to use information from page 28. We're going to go right here. And again, I've highlighted the part of our question we're going to use to begin our answer. What does Arturo learn about himself? We're going to start right here. Arturo learns. And let's put he is a conductor. Okay, that's on page 28 also. We kind of use that a couple different times. We used it in question 6 and to finish question 3. So Arturo learns he is a blank. Had to change some of the wording around a little bit when we restated our question, but sometimes you do that. If we were face-to-face in class, we would talk about that, how we wanted the answer to begin, and then we'd start putting it together. But Arturo learns he is a blank. Okay, so go back, make sure you've got page number 1 completely finished. I've got the question numbers indicated for you, and in your Google Classroom, your video lessons will have page numbers along with them. So if you need to go back at any time and complete a question, you can always reference the video numbers or the page numbers on the videos. So I hope you enjoyed this story. Lesson 5, we're going to read the story from cover to cover. I'll post the AR test number for you, and we will look at the second page of our skill packet. See you then.